Hi, how are you doing? Hope you are well and safe and having a great day. I'm having a great day. It's early in the morning, but the sun's shining, got the patio door open, a little warm breeze blowing in. Although it has forecast rain by 12 o'clock, so it could all change by lunchtime. Anyway, what have I been doing? I've been painting an oil painting in Krita. Here it is. And it's been a while since I've done anything or any oil paintings in Krita. And I thought it was worth just reminding everybody that you don't need to spend a fortune on painting apps to get decent results. So let's just get straight into the video and see how I produce this one. I'm in Krita today and I've got a really nice image to show you. I've selected the pin, go down to tool options and then add my source photo. Navigate to my source images. In fact, not in there, it's where is it? It's down here somewhere. I've already transferred it to a folder. Painting, wet walk, here we are. Let's open that up. So this is the image I'm going to do. As you can see, I've done a lot of work on the processing of the photo. I've really saturated the colours quite considerably and up the contrast. So wet scene. I'm really excited about doing this because we've got these strong colours. I've not got a lot to do other than sort of copy it. So I'm just going to move that, I think above, probably above, make it a bit smaller. Or, oops, I was going to try and put it on the menu thing, but you can't. So I'll leave it there. Let's zoom in. So that's not a good space for. I don't like this reference image in Krita. It could be better because as soon as I see the canvas, you can't see the photo. So you either work on a small screen or I don't know, have a really tiny image. I'm going to use an image on a different screen anyway. I'll put it there. Oh, you can't put it there, can you? Because it's so fussy. That'll do. Hopefully you're about to see. I'll just bring it down a little bit. Hopefully you'll see most of what I'm going to be doing. Right, anyway, so let's get into the painting. I want to be doing an oil painting today, so I'm going to go to brush presets, Digital Atelier oils. I've not used these for ages and ages, so I just want to remind everybody that you don't have to pay 80 quid for an app. You can get some really fine stuff absolutely free. And the Digital Atelier oil brushes, the preset canvas for zoom in. It's got this lovely canvas texture. I'll put a link in the description where you can get this from. It's a smart texture, so it sort of resizes without a repeat pattern on any size canvas. And I'll put a link in the description for those. So paint sketch here, it says. So if I paint within these or these two layers, I can still see the texture. If I come up here and paint on this layer, it blocks out the texture. So at the minute I'm in the undercolor and I am going to choose a color, just start blocking in. Square brackets for your brush size. And I want lots of greys in this. Can I try and look at how fast you can get this going. Colour as well, because we've got lots of saturated colour going off. So as always, I just start picking colour off the wheel. and then as I progress, I will change that and start picking colours off the canvas. I can see a bit of pink in that. Let's just get some of this pink. Oh, grey pinks, a bit vibrant. That's it. So now I'm using the control key to pick up the colours off the canvas. So already it's just a quick way of keeping that continuity going. I love it. So fast. I'll pick up that colour there. Gonna get in these distant hills, a bit darker. Just change the brush size a bit. Oh, this is all done with the number 13 blocking brush, by the way. I'm just blocking in right now. Go. Let's make a big brush. See what I can get. Just sort of changing our I'm doing those bushes. I don't particularly want little twiggy things. I want something a bit more solid. Just let that sort of light creep in between those trees there. Like that. I don't know how long this is going to take. And we've got this lovely light bit going across here. I don't suspect this painting is going to take too long. We go a bit warmer as we come forward. Then we've got this lovely lush green colour. Actually, I've just realised that the sort of twiggy type trees right in the foreground. Got a sweeping brush in there. And we've got, can sort of bring some blue back in. Let's use this colour. Foreground. We've got pinks in there as well. Pick that up out of the sky. Just sort of getting the mood. A bit more green here. A bit of mud. I think we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm using a lot stronger, almost pure colour on this bit. There we go. Liking that. Do I put the figures in yet? I don't normally at this stage, but I think I might today. I love this green coat this woman's wearing. It did really rain on this day. This was a little while before lockdown. Not that long, but a little bit. I got the coat too long, haven't I? Oops. Screen disappeared then. I think that's a bit better. Going off. My screen just keeps sort of going blank. I don't. Been happening lately. I don't know if I've got an issue with my Cintiq. Bring that colour out of there onto the grass a bit. I'll tidy this figure up in a bit. Obviously, this is just an initial kind of laying down other people, really. Bringing that figure into the shape so it sort of bleeds in as one. There we go. This guy. Well, let's do an umbrella. Just pick the colour up off out those distant bushes. First I need to put the face in, just to give me an idea of where. A little mark like that. Let's zoom in a little bit. Just a little mark like that for now. See, the texture is looking great, isn't it? I'm loving it. Now I can see where this umbrella should really be going. Sort of like that. That. Like that. Like that. Comes past the shoulder quite a bit. More like that, actually. Yeah. Just sort of trim that off there like that. Yeah. Will do. Kind of like a little bit of highlight on a hoodie thing going off there. That's quite cool. I'll put a white scarf on. Yeah, go on, let's do it. One figure in. And obviously, you know, we've got all these lovely shadows that are going to come down here. Can't wait to get these in. They're going to be so cool. But that's for a little bit later on. I just wonder if I put a two. No, I think she's in the right place. Let's put the guy in. Put the guy next to her. I'll use the same green. His coat. Now I'm sort of what I'm doing. I'm checking out where his umbrella is, where the umbrella is, and then picking up the shoulder and using that as a sort of a a way of positioning him in the right place. And then I'm sort of looking at her all the while, trying to I'm looking where his coat finishes in relationship to her coat, and it's a little bit higher up, so sort of there, like that. Probably got him a bit wide. Let's just deepen the green up a bit. I always find if you can get the shadows in, it helps a lot. Oops. Hands in his pockets. Sensible man. Easel comes up here a little bit. It's a bit taller than her. And we've got a sort of a light green thing going off there. Loads of contrast in this painting. Probably pick that up a bit and put it on his shoulder just there. A bit. Let's pick that colour up off her face and put that in. Yeah. These are just the initial guides, and now I can see my path needs to go back much further, sort of up to there, like that, down there like that. So you can see how I'm just making adjustments all the time. Going with the his feet are almost finished exactly the same place as the lady, so let's do that. Make it a bit darker. I love it when a painting comes together really fast, and think this is not going to take long. I think I'm just wondering if he's got a little bit up. Right, just take some of that blue up there and blend it in so his coat disappears into his trousers almost. Chop that off a bit. Okay, do we put the runner in? Could do, I suppose. So why not? I want a paler blue. More blue in it. Just block it in first. Initial plan. Again, I'm continually looking. I'm looking more at the guy that I've already painted with the green coat rather than the jogger, just so I can just get the position right. I know the colours of the hands are all wrong and everything, but I'm just sort of positioning stuff to start with. I'm not bothered about the colour too much. I'll colour off. And it comes down to about his foot finishes where the knee is. Probably got his knee way too low actually. Whoops. Bring that round a bit more. That's looking okay, I think. So I've now kind of got everything set out where I want it. Let's zoom back out again. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, looking all right. I'm quite liking this. So let's now get, that's the underpaint, all the undercolour done. Shall we lock it? No. Let's run the risk of painting in the wrong layer. Paint sketch here. Right. So that was the blocking, number 13 blocking brush. Let's go something a little bit more. Just wondering if we should go with colour fade. I wonder what that does. I'm just looking at that big rough. Oh, that sounds good. I love a big rough brush. Yeah, let's do some of that. Go back into these trees. I can see a blue-green in there. So the number 7 big rough brush, I'm liking that. I'm just picking this green, and it needs to be quite dark. Just adding, I'm scrubbing texture in really. You know what? I'm wondering if I should go on the layer, continue painting on the layer below. Then we might get some mixing. What's this? Blocking brush. Colour fade does this. Mix the two colours together. It does. That's a nice brush. So I've swapped to the Colour Fade number 12 oil brush. And I've gone back to the undercolour layer. Just got to go back to the one above it just to get rid of that little mark there. And, it's green. Make a bit bigger brush, and again, just I love these brush marks. Look at that, they're really cool. We could probably go in with some thick painting a bit as well. Use the thick paint brushes. Oops, I've just obliterated my umbrella that I took so much care painting. I don't want this to be a massively long paint. I've done some really long ones recently, and I want this to be loose and fast. And I mean, I don't know how long I've been working now, but I don't want it to take too long. Let's go back to some blue. I'm sticking with the darker blues. That's nice, I like that colour. Let's get some of that up here as well. There's a bit of it in there. I think this is definitely sort of muted, all about muted colours with this sort of splash of bright green that just makes the whole thing pop, which I'm really liking. Bring that down there a bit. And then I've got to concentrate on all of this water, the rain that's on the footpath, which I'm really excited about. So we'll see. I'll get this gate in and whatnot. I think I'll do that now. This might be a video where I don't. Oh no! I've done that old trick. Okay, let's just undo that a little bit. I thought that was, I thought, well, I've got all this orange so far across, that's better. Yeah, this might be a painting where I don't have to do any speeding up because it's going rather well, which is nice. Might use that rough brush again just to do this bit. Not find it. I've got to find it. Is it the number 7? Big rough, yeah. That's better. I get those kind of rough marks in there. Pick up a bit of that green, pop that in. This green post there. Well, it's not green, it's just covered in moss and stuff. It's there. This is leading your eyes into the scene beautifully. Look at that. A bit thick, that one. Let's just shrink the brush down a bit. Right, now that's barbed wire, isn't it? Or wire, I don't think it's it might be barbed wire, I don't know. Little bits of wire on that, holding it together. So, let's see, what do I want to do now? Maybe pick up this orange colour a bit. This might be nice, big brush. Might be nice for sort of flicking in. It's one of these dry grasses. Yeah, that's working well. And it comes across those there like that, in front of that. All the different angles. Yeah. Might be useful to use these in here as well, actually. This side. Lighten it up a bit. Now these, they're not as bright, or not as light as these grasses in the foreground. Even though they've got highlights, don't make that mistake. I'm keeping this as, you know, real loose impressionist piece. In fact, I can use this colour down here a little bit as well. Put some grasses down here. Pick up the brighter colour. Scumbling that along, really. I'm sort of drawing these lines in the direction that the ground is going. Let's go back to this Colour fade. Now, oh, now I need to start thinking about really light colour. Maybe want blue. Light blue to me always looks lighter. I mean, it's the same light value as this pink, but the blue just looks that much brighter somehow. I don't know. Work along here. Actually, this sort of comes down like that, doesn't it? And it goes round like that. So therefore, this has got to come forward a bit. Like that. Means that grass can come forward too. And this grass is sort of mixed in with the nice vibrant grass is mixed in with the dull brown dead grasses as well. Guess that sort of goes between the legs, they're like that, and sort of disappears off in the distance. Make that brush bigger. The real bright bit is just here. When I say here, bottom left of the near the gate, and then sort of just in front and in between the guy and the woman, that they're the brightest spots. I'm kind of looking at the photo where the highlights are. Oh, and by her leg there, like that, that's a bright spot, which is great because that draws your eye to that. Yeah, I've got this lovely pink going off as well. Putting those in, and then I'm going to sort of paint around them, chop them out a bit, like that. That's cool. Do it again. I just find you get a much more interesting looking thing going off. I'll do the same up here. I'll put some highlights in and then just paint back into them. I don't know what it is, it just looks way more painterly. I've just noticed there's a dog. I didn't see that dog. It's the first time I've spotted it. What's that all about? Why didn't I see that? This woman, I don't know, it's a bloke jogging, isn't it? And if I've got his legs quite. Should be a little bit longer. There we are. That's it. Again, I'm going to kind of bring that into there. Brings it all together nicely. A bit darker. Which is around here. I'm looking at the bigger picture at the minute, the sort of like the mid shadows. I'm not really going into the really dark ones, so I'm looking at the highlights, the really bright bits, and then the mid ones, and then I'm going to think about the dark ones in a second or two. In fact, I'm probably going to start thinking about them right now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's pick this colour up. Again, I'm going to do what I did before, like paint into them. Like that. Yeah, that's nice. I'll do the runner. I see some purple in that one. Well, I suppose I'm kind of already picked my palette now. I don't need to start. Let's try it and just see what we get. Is it going to help? It might do a little. Actually, you know, no, I think it's more towards the blue. Got that purple in there. Let's see if I can just step back a bit. That's it. And then that's the colour I want. This lady. She got some nice red shoes on, actually. Wonder if I ought to just pop them in at some point. Here we go. That's again, I'm going to come back in and just do a bit of over painting. Sometimes, you know, I'm thinking, do we need thick paint on this? You don't always, you know, you don't always need that thick, lush paint. It's looking pretty good. We've got the shadows of the trees as well. We can't forget those. I'm just wondering if you dog lovers are going to be annoyed if I don't put the dog in. You think? I've continually got my finger on that square bracket, changing the colours, picking the colours up all the time, swapping them backwards and forwards. Now looking at the photo. Yeah, liking it. Let's pick some of this. Let's get a bit radical. Some of this blue up out of the sky. Pop that in. That's what I've been looking for. This is the colour I wanted. That's, yes. It's the reflection off his shirt, isn't it? It's just dawned on me that's what this here, that's what that blue is that I can see. Definitely. Bring some of this pink in and down here as well, I think. Gonna look good. Definitely over here. Bigger brush. Get some big marks in. That's it. We've got a bit of green this side. Let's try and just that in. There we are. We're almost there. I think we're just looking at highlights now. Highlights and really darks. So, what other brushes have we got? What's this one? Oh, big brush. Old Filbert. I wonder what that. Just like it's like a dog's name, isn't it? Old Filbert. Like that old movie, Old Yeller. That needs to be lighter. So, I think I could get away with a bit of yellow on this. And even light blue. Oops. Just concentrating a bit on the detail. The hand that's holding the umbrella, I guess. It's almost got pure white there. That's highlight on the umbrella handle. Light on the scarf around the neck. Warmer colour on the face now. Just this side. Pick that blue up again and bring that around there a bit. Soften that. kind of got this really bright bit that goes underneath around there like that, and then this bright green blue come up here. That's the collar. Don't want to really zoom in any closer than this. If you're wondering why I'm sort of working at such a distance, got this dot comes right around here, doesn't it? Down there like that, and into a pocket which is stretched like that. Bigger brush. Some sweeping strokes. That's a nice filbert brush, is quite nice actually. I like it. We're getting there. I can see I've got a, actually, you know what? Totally in the wrong place. That's better. That's where it should be. Kind of losing all this blue again. Back to the green. That's it. There we go. Just thought this would have been so fiddly. I thought I'd nailed it. Want that a little bit more there like that. That's it. Just so it sort of flows. I'm looking at the background flowing. The grassy bank. It's not too bad. That's not too bad. The guy's all right. There's a big gap where that dog should be, isn't he? I gotta put him in. Let's put the dog in. Damn. Let's pick the colour of the leg, and we'll kind of have him just sort of almost the same colour. Just a little indication. Dog. I like dogs, but I wouldn't want to own one. We did when I was a kid. We always had a dog in the house, and Charlotte and Killy, Charlotte's dog mad. She hasn't got a dog now, but she has had, and she's thinking about getting a new dog. She got a couple of cats and a big dog fan, but I just think, mess your house up, man. You take them for a walk and they come back and they just trash everything. Because if I had a dog, it would be, you know, like a proper house dog that would live in the house. And my other daughter, Frances, she's just got a greyhound from a rescue centre. That's a beautiful dog. You know, they have to take it out all the time. That was a really nervous dog when they got it. It was quite sad, really. But she's gorgeous now. Her name's Lottie. And, beautiful dog, but not for me. There's the dog. That'll do for the dog, won't it? Reminds me of that classic joke of the dog walking into the bar with a bandage over its paw. He says to the barman, "I'm looking for the man who shot my paw." Sorry. That was a bad joke, wasn't it? Sorry. That'll do for that. I'm pretty okay with this runner. I don't think it needs much more. I just want to warm up the base a bit. And the guy as well. I just thought they looked a little bit. They've got that's coming up, putting a shadow over his face there, isn't it? Like, kind of like that. But cutting more. Maybe. Yeah. Putting a few creases in his coat, that always helps. You don't want just like the arms sort of sticking out somehow. That's better. It looks like his hand's in his pocket now. So just a little bit of detail. I'm not, like I say, I'm not going absolutely mad about getting this all in. I want to put his hat on, not really, I'm not bothered. That'll do. Yeah. Bit of shadow there, I think. Miss that bit of shadow off under his feet there a little bit. Zoom out. There we go. That's looking nice. I'm just going to put a little bit of. I like the idea of those red shoes. Yeah. I've got to kind of nail that foot looks like it's floating, so that's no good. No good at all. Got to be proper tied to the ground, I think. There we go. I'm using the number 6 old filbert right now. I've not changed my brush for quite a while. Let's put some highlights on these posts, perhaps. He wants to be brush stroke. Notice how the colour's quite dark. If I put it next to the highlight of there, look how much darker that is compared to the highlights. So even though I'm putting highlights on, they're not crazy bright. I could, if I want, just put a tiny little wisp of a highlight and there, just like that a little bit. I'm getting really close to finishing this. Nice warm colour in there. You know what? I just want that coat to disappear into the grass. Do I want it to disappear into the grass? I thought I did, but no. That's better. I made an executive decision. Sometimes it goes so well, doesn't it? I think the deal with this painting was it was all done. It's all in the photo. So I didn't have to do much really. I didn't, you know, composition wise, it's all there. The photo is a kind of a finished piece on its own, and that made it so much easier to do the painting because it's already done. I'm not going to put that spiky tree in. That's it. I've finished. I'm just going to sign this. Just make this brush small. Pick a dark colour. Get it signed down here. Oils. I think this is my best oil painting in Krita. Just to prove that you don't need expensive kit. Well, expensive software. I mean, I have got a drawing tablet, which makes it, you know, so I would say that would be indispensable really. But the software, you don't need to spend a fortune on your software to get really, really nice results. And I'm really happy with this painting. Ramon Miranda's Digital Atelier brushes and Krita. Fantastic stuff. I love it. Having said that, you know, I like painting in Rebel as well, and Artrage on the PC, not quite so much the iPad these days, unfortunately. But ayo, that might change. It could all change, couldn't it? That's it really. That's all I've got to say about this this video. I hope you have enjoyed this painting. If you have, I've just put in a few, just flick a few grasses in. Maybe it might be quite nice. Anyway, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, big thumbs up as always is much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I've got lots of videos like this, and I would love to be sharing them all with you. So don't forget, everybody, stay safe, stay sane, and keep painting. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.